We all want to sell our home for top dollar and fast, and today I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that you can do to improve the value of your home when you're going to sell it. The first one I want to talk to you about, and probably the most important one, is your curb appeal. When you have a potential buyer that's driving past your house, you want them to want to come in your house. You want it to be inviting, because if you can't get them to come in your house because of the outside of your house, then they're not going to put an offer in on your house because they're not going to want to. So it's important that you take a hard look at your landscaping. Do you need to prune your bushes? Do you need to make sure that your lawn is mowed more frequently than it currently is? Another good area that's not very expensive to treat is your flower beds. If you put down fresh mulch, it really gives it a sharp appearance, and it's not very expensive. Also, fresh flowers, newly planted annuals are not that expensive either, and don't take a lot of work to get in, but really have a good payback for your dollar. I read a statistic that said that even like minimal work to your landscaping can improve your overall home value up to 28%. So it's definitely worth considering additional work on the front of your home to get people into your home so that they can see how lovely it is. The other thing that you want to consider is your paint. We all like to live in certain colors, but the goal is to appeal to as many people as possible when you're showing your home. And so while you and I may like certain colors, your potential buyer may be turned off by those colors. And so I have a separate video on specifically picking your paint color and sheen and other tips and tricks regarding paint, but basically you want a neutral color that everybody's going to like throughout your home. So get rid of your harvest gold, get rid of your avocado, or hunter green if you're a 90s kid like me. So yeah, that's paint. Flooring is another one that if you happen to have wood floors and those wood floors happen to be in good shape, that's awesome. That's great. You're good. Because right now wood commands top dollar. But if you have carpet, you're really going to want to think about your carpet and whether or not your carpet is in good enough shape to keep, or if it's going to be worth your while to think about replacing it. If it's in good shape, then just clean it, and it is what it is. If it's not in good shape, though, take up a corner in an inconspicuous spot and see if that's if it's a candidate for wood refinishing, if you happen to be really lucky and have wood floors underneath. If not, you might want to consider a laminate vinyl plank, which is really in right now. It looks like wood, but it's durable like a vinyl. It goes in really easily and is not particularly expensive. So if wood is not in your budget, or really if you talk to your realtor and it's not in your neighborhood, consider like a luxury vinyl plank because they're durable and they look nice. Another thing that is kind of like paint in that it's a trend that comes and goes are finishes on light fixtures. So it used to be that everybody loved brass light fixtures, really shiny brass light fixtures. And that's just not something that your current buyer is looking for these days. Like, it gets dated quickly. But it's not that expensive at a big box store to go get a new light fixture that's modern, that it doesn't look dated. And it's also not difficult to wire a new one in, which I'm going to put a video on my site that'll show you how to replace a light fixture, because that's a handy thing to know how to do. So your return on investment for this item is really pretty impressive. So you should consider whether or not you have it in your budget to replace some light fixtures. The last thing that I would say to you is, when you are going to sell your house, your closets and your cabinets are not off limits. So don't be surprised if your buyers are going through your closets or going through your cabinets. And they're considering whether or not you have enough closet space, and whether or not you have enough cabinet space in your kitchen, and whether or not you have too much stuff on your shelves. And they're putting that on themselves. Am I going to have too much stuff for this closet? Is this closet too small for me? Are these cabinets, is this bathroom storage space too little? And so if you have too much stuff, they're going to think that they have too much stuff. So I would advise, and it's totally free, you just go through your things, put half of your stuff in a box, store that box somewhere until you've sold your home and look like you have oodles of space and they won't have any problems. So those are my top 5 things. I would love to hear if you have any other suggestions. You can let me know. If all of these things are more than you're able to do because of your time constraints or your resource constraints, please feel free to contact me, because I'm happy to offer you a cash price for your home in the condition that it currently is, and I don't mind making any of the repairs myself. So that's it for now, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.